What's going on, guys? Money Man Jeff here. In today's video, I'm going to share the advantages of knowing how to do the iCloud lock removal and then knowing how to carrier unlock carrier locked phones. A lot of people who don't know too much about phones have been asking me, what's the difference, right? There's not a tech savvy people out here, but I'm here to inform you so you know that difference. Now, an iCloud locked phone is simply a phone that still has an Apple ID attached to that device. You know how when you buy your iPhone, how you have to set up your Apple ID and then put in your password and only you know it, right? Whenever you download an app, it tells you, hey, put the password for this Apple ID. If you have a Samsung, you know how it tells you to put in your email into the Google account? Well, let's say someone loses their phone. Let's say I lose my phone in an Uber. Whoever finds it next won't be able to access it, not only because there's a PIN lock, but because after that PIN lock, there is an iCloud lock, right? My Apple ID is tied to it, and if they don't know the password, or if he doesn't know the password, no one could get into it, so the phone's essentially a pretty brick. They sell these type of phones for parts. So if you lose your phone and I find it, I can't do anything with it but two things. Either use it, bust it down and break it down for parts, or the second option would be, hey, look, I have a tool that could bypass this, and I would simply bypass it, and in the process, I would wipe your phone clean. Even though I can't get into it, I can't view your images, I can't view your texts, contacts, your credit card, bank information, I can't view anything. I will simply just wipe it clean. So that's the advantage of it, right? Because a lot of these iCloud lock phones that we come across, we sell it to buyers so they could break it down for parts, or sometimes if you're a phone tech, we'll break it apart and use it on another phone to make more profit on the next phone. But in this case with the tool, you're such an advantage because you can remove that PIN or that iCloud lock from that device and then sell it for way more money. And the good thing about it, which makes me feel better, is that I no longer have access to anyone's information. So if you find the phone that's iCloud lock, you sell it to me, I'm gonna remove it, and now it's crispy clean, like if I just got it from the box. So that is iCloud lock. Whenever a phone has an Apple ID and there's a way to remove it. Is it easy? Hell no, it's very complicated. But this is why I show you guys, I connect you with the tool in order for you guys to remove it, right? So if you're interested in learning more about iCloud lock removal, go ahead and book a call with me, link down below in the description. Now, what's the difference between carrier unlocking? Now, carrier locked phones are simply a phone that's financed, right? Let's say you go into Verizon and you see the 16 Pro Max is $1,200, but you don't have $1,200. So what happens? You put down, let's say $200, and then you have installment plans for $24 each month until you finally pay that phone off. Most people, they buy the hottest, latest phones knowing they can't afford it, and then 3-4 months down the road, they're calling me, for example, hey Jeff, you know, I saw your ad that you buy finance phones. You know, this bill is incredibly high. I'm paying $230 a month just to have a new phone. I can't afford it. In any case, I'm not going to make the payments anymore. The phone is carrier locked. Will you buy it off me? And I'll go ahead and buy it off that person, right? It doesn't matter if they owe money on it. I'm not responsible for that bill. That's between them and their, credit. That's their business. We're not going to pay their bill off when we buy the phone. We're not responsible for anything. They give us carrier locked phone. And then what do we do with it? There's two options once again. There's two things we could do with it. The first thing that we can do with it is simply sell it to the wholesale buyers and they pay us and we make $100 profit, right? And that's good too, right? We buy carrier locked phones for a lower price. We sell it to the buyers. We make our money. Now, the second option would be the way I do it mostly, which would be to go onto the two tools that I have, these websites that allow us to carrier unlock phones. So if you want to unlock a phone, and free as it could be on any carrier, these are the tools that you would need, right? Because you can carrier lock phones. There's some that you can, and I'll teach you guys in the course, but there's so many phones that you can unlock, and we don't want to sleep and miss the opportunity to make extra income off of these types of phones. So the two websites that I provide for you, they're gonna allow you to unlock that phone. So if you sold me a Verizon carrier locked phone, let's say it's 16, I got it for, let's say $500, I could unlock it for any carrier, and then I could resell it for $9,000 or $1,000, for example. You see the difference? How much you're gonna be making? Because if I buy a phone for $5,000, I'll give you an example. A phone for $500 because it's carrier locked, and I'm gonna sell it to the buyer for $600. I make $100. Now, if I unlock it, I can now sell it for $8,000, $9,000, it's significantly more, right? I'm not gonna give you guys the prices. That's in the course. If you want to know the prices to each phone, how much to pay for, how to navigate the market, that way you're not losing money. If you're saying, hey Jeff, I don't know how much to offer these customers to where I know exactly how much I'm gonna make, well then I have the solution. I have the price sheet on what to pay for each phone, because you'll be able to clearly see how much the buyers will pay you. So that's the advantage of the carrier unlocking system, that you're able to unlock these carrier lock phones that are in abundance. Because you got to take in mind, a lot of people, they buy out of impulse. I've done it. I'm guilty of doing that, where I buy something I can't afford and I'm like, oh snap, what am I gonna do? I can't afford it, and I sell it. I get rid of it. And that's a good thing about the phone business. If you really think about it, we're essentially a moving pawn shop. We're better than a pawn shop, right? Because the moment people know that we buy phones, they're gonna get rid of their phones all day to us. We're a pawn shop, and that phone is a source of money for them. I've had many times where people say, man, look, I'm down on my luck, light is cut off, water's cut off, and this phone, I can't afford to pay it off anymore. I'm gonna just sell it to you, take care of my bills, and I'll figure out what I do next. I'll probably get some cheap Metro phone for like 60, 70 bucks. And that's the reality for a lot of people. In today's economy, people are struggling. And although people are struggling, that won't stop them from making bad financial decisions. That's the reality of it. So why would we sleep on this opportunity? Why would we not take advantage and to learn how to unlock phones? Because you know, people either finding them, losing them, or people who simply can't pay their bill anymore. So we could iCloud Lock Removal, we could remove the iCloud off these phones, and then we could carrier unlock them for a profit, right? We're gonna do that because we know we're gonna make more money, right? We're not doing this to play or do it for free. We're doing it because it's gonna make us as much money as possible. We're gonna maximize how much we earn by using these tools to be able to go ahead and free these phones to make more money. It's that simple. If you guys have any questions regarding the iCloud Lock Removal or the 2 unlock websites, go ahead and book a call with me. Link download in the description. I'll leave my number too in the description, 305-409-5819. If you're interested in learning more, go ahead and holler at me, and I'll go ahead and point you in the right direction and guide you. That way you're not making any mistakes. You're not getting finessed or fooled by any of these guys out here who are claiming, garbage. So anyways, guys, if you liked the video, show me some love, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe. And if you need help, book a call. It's free. It's free to talk to me. I'm here to help you. So go ahead and get right. God bless. Take care. Catch you in the next video.